This is our Tricon 4000 control. It will program the same way you will do a Tricon 3. What we have here is mechanical linkage for old mechanical engine. We're in a Allison HT750 with the Bennett shift control. Up here is our Fisher box. This is going to be the same way for the Tricon 3. Any mechanical engine we do, we typically put this on. We're working on another one that's all electric and no air, but this one's got the air system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the throttle down, or the high idle or high throttle down from 2100 to 1400. What I'm going to do, I'll stick my memory stick in. This will bring up the programming screen. Go to your config screen and use your encoder to go through the different menus here and go to your engine throttle. Now on the Tricon 3 you'll have 0% equals 0 ticks and 100% equals 500 ticks. Get that to focus here. What you're going to adjust is your high point number. You don't want to adjust your ticks. You're just adjusting this high point number here. On the Tricon 3 it'll be 100% or whatever we've set it to. So let's go ahead, pulling the memory stick out there. We're going to start it up, go up to 2100 RPM. I'm going to show you how to set it at 1400. Okay, so what I was trying to do was figure out what this number was going to be here, and it was at 8 something. So I'm just going to bring this number down. And this is a speed sensitive encoder, but how far I'm going takes a little while. What I like to do is go a little above what you're wanting to go, so let's just put it at 8.5. Yeah, we're going to save it there. And you've got to remember with the mechanical engines, when the oil heats up, the viscosity changes and your RPM acts different from when it's warm and when it's cold. So kind of want to check it at both ends. So there we've got our high point now set at 8.5 equals 500 ticks. That will make it where we can't throttle above 1400 RPM. To save your changes, your key switch needs to be off. On the Tricon 3s and most of our Tricon 4000s, we have just a toggle switch. This customer requested a key for safety reasons, but we'll go ahead and test this now. I shouldn't be able to get more than 1400 RPMs. So there you go. You got no more than 1400 RPMs on this unit now. Now I'm going to set that back up where it should be whenever this video is done. Another thing you can look at is your gauges on your Fisher control. And we've got another video explaining the Fisher, a little more about that. That way you don't have to run it every time. You can turn it on, bring your throttle up, and kind of watch your gauges. And this gauge right here should be 0 to 80 psi around about. And if you set it at 1400 RPM, you notice this is at 22 pounds. So you know 22 pounds will get you 1400 RPM. Every engine's different, so you kind of have to play with it a little bit, but that's the way this works. Real quick, your air comes in, should be regulated to about 100 to 120. This is just a pressure sensor reading the air pressure for the system. This gauge here will be set at 20 to 25 psi. Coming out of here, going through our Fisher control, you're going 0 to 20 psi. It's your 4-to-1 booster. You have 1 psi in, 4 psi out, 20 psi in, 80 psi out, and that 0 to 80 psi, that's what you're reading right here. That's kind of real quick explanation of what the Fisher box does. And that's the Tricon 4000. That's our newest control box there. It's quite a bit smaller than the Tricon 3. And with the Fisher box, again, we're working on making a electronic version of that where there's no air. And then we've got our mechanical linkage here. Using a Rex Roth air actuator there, and our Bennett shift control down there, and that's about it for this system.